Good morning, my beautiful people. As you can see from my very full, very dangerous back seat, it is pop-up day. We are in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I could not be happier to be here right now. We are doing the Chattanooga Vintage Market. It's supposed to be huge, really crazy. It's a beautiful day outside, and I cannot wait. I have so many friends doing this market too, so I feel like it's just gonna be like a really good day. Last night before I went to sleep, someone bought 7 pieces from me on Depop. If you just happen to follow me on YouTube and you're seeing this, I love you so much. But that was really just like a sign that today was gonna be an amazing day. Lucky number 7 right before I go to sleep. Are you kidding? Yeah. So I'm super stoked to be here. This market is supposed to be so good, and I honestly, fun fact about this market, I got rejected from this market, and then a few days later they were like, hey, we're gonna put you on a wait list, and I was like, okay, and I just waited it out. And then a few days after that they were like, someone dropped out, do you want this spot? And I was like, absolutely, sign me up. What do you need from me? Like, I want to do it. So many things going on. I'm so happy to be here. I came up last night, I stayed in a hotel. It's 7:45 right now. Set up, there we go, starts in 45 minutes. So I'm gonna swing by a store, get some water, get some snacks, so I'm fully ready to go for today. I'm actually wearing something kind of girly. I'll show you guys later, but I'm in a skirt today because it's gonna be so hot outside. I didn't want to wear like jeans and my normal cargo, so we'll see how that goes, because normally I dress in like cargos and baggier pants so I can have a bunch of pockets to put like money and my hangers on and just my portable charger. There's so many things that go along with the baggy pants and why I don't dress as cute for markets, but it's supposed to get up to like 90 degrees today, so I figured we needed to wear less clothing. So anyway, let's head over there. I'm excited. I just pulled up to the park. I'm about 10 minutes early. I'm gonna see if they'll let me like get my stuff and start checking in now, because I have so much stuff and I'm by myself and I'm in a skirt today. So I'm gonna need a little extra time to make sure I'm not like flashing anything. But it looks like it's a really big area actually. So I'm kind of stoked. Aren't these cool? Like, these are my little clip-ons because I don't want to pay money for prescription sunnies, because then I have to carry around like multiple pairs of glasses. But these just clip on. I have like multiple pairs, but I only ever really wear these. These are like my everyday glasses. But if you are a prescription glasses wearer, 10 out of 10 asking for a custom like clip for your glasses, so you can just have this. Very convenient. I'm a little nervous, guys. I'm a little nervous.
Let's make sure that is confirmed, like it's the right one for me. You like scan it.
This is retro 5.
Oh, you're right.
You're good.
There we go.
Let's try this way.
There you go. Retro rags, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's me.
Cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then also,
yes,
chips, snacks if you want any. We'll bring water soon in a little bit.
Okay. They gave us lanyards. All right, we are out here. I am currently under the shade, and that's a good thing. I definitely don't want to be hot, but the ground is pretty wet, and I had a plan to put a $5 pile on the floor, so I don't know how that's gonna pan out. I'm a little nervous. We're finally on our last trip from the car. Everyone's just about set up. I'm so excited. Whew, my legs hurt. We are fully set up. Got the swimsuits on the ground. I didn't want to put them on the ground, but my table was too small. $5 bin. Brought the purses back out. There I am. Then we have shoes, lingerie, men's stuff, and we have women's bottoms. I brought so many this time, so I just gave them their own rack. And then we have my women's tops right here. Goodness, I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna try and be neutral about this because it's been about 2 weeks. since I've been at this market, but it was hot as hell outside. As you can see behind me, there was not a cloud in the sky, so I was so grateful for the sunscreen, so I did not end up with this horrendous tan. But I mean, I think I went through 5 water bottles, some green tea, multiple snacks. Luckily, someone ended up getting me a snow cone because I honestly thought I was going to pass out at one point because I was trying to stand in the sun instead of underneath my tent because I didn't want people to be intimidated while they were shopping. So I just risked my life so that people could shop in peace. But as far as this whole market thing goes, I have so much I want to say, but I'm going to keep it brief because I will do a recap here at the end. But my biggest gripe was the fact that there was a whole music festival going on not even half a mile away. Like, there was our park, then there was a river in between us, and then on the other side of the river, you could actually see the whole music festival going on. You could see the stages and the tents and everything. And so it's like we were fighting for people to be at our event. And it's like you can't beat a music festival, one that's 3 days long, one that, you know, has artists and people, things that people know. Hold on, can you believe this? Like, it was about 2.5 hours until the market was over, and my freaking rack broke and almost hit a family walking their dog. I felt so incredibly bad. But yeah, like, I don't know why they tried to compete with the music festival. When me and one of my friends talked to the owners, they were like, oh, well, this was the only weekend they had available. I understand it's not ideal. Like, we didn't think it would impact it this much. And it's just, like, really frustrating to hear that, because I promise you, the vendors would have been A-okay waiting another week or a month or however long to have a better turnout than to just do it just to do it. You know what I mean? So it was kind of frustrating to hear that. Like, one of the girls that I was talking to that was also vending at this event sold 2 things in the entire 8 hours she was there. So I'm better than that, but geez, it was just not thought out. So let's do a recap, and I'm going to do my best to keep it short and sweet, because sometimes when I'm frustrated and I'm doing these recaps, they do get a little lengthy. But overall, I know I talked about some of this in the voiceover, but overall, not a good day. I barely broke even, and this was not worth my time, effort, or energy, and I'm just really burnt out on markets, and that sucks. But like, I really am. I haven't even taken you or recorded some of the ones that I've done because they've been so bad, and I was so negative throughout the video. It's just not something I'm trying to put out on the internet, essentially. But number wise, $425 is what I made before fees and everything. So $425 minus, I'm saying 60, but it's really 120. Honestly, all right, $425, and then $120 for gas there and back, because this was a 4-hour road trip. And then we had $185 for my hotel, and the vendor fee was $110. That leaves me with $10 profit. I drove 4 hours to get here. I have to drive 4 hours to get home. I spent a whole day outside working to make $10 after everything was said and done. That is a hard pill to swallow. But I mean, it's just been like a string of bad markets, and so I'm pretty just like burnt out. I love to do markets because I love like hanging out with people in person, and I honestly don't get to hang out with a lot of my vendor friends unless I'm doing an event, and so I love to do it with them. And honestly, this one was very hyped up, and so I expected to be on that level, and so I brought way more stuff than I normally do. And honestly, I might as well have not sold anything, because I was packing my car and it looks just as full as it did when I came down here. Like, even the $5 bin was struggling. I don't know where the disconnect is in what's, I mean, I can't control the foot traffic because, like I said, there was a festival going on literally across the street, and more people went to that than they came to the market. So I can't control that. But I mean, people were coming to my booth, they would grab stuff, they would hold on to it, they would shop for like 10-15 minutes and then end up just putting it back. Or I had the people who were like, oh my gosh, I love your inventory, do you have an Instagram, a Depop, whatever, And I'm like, yeah. And I give it to them, and they're like, your stuff is so cute. And then they end up not getting anything either. And it's like, well, at this point, this is me. Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't ever want to come off as pushy at these markets, because that's not what it's about, and I don't feel comfortable with that, and I don't want to ever force someone to purchase, especially because a lot of times when you do things like this in the park, especially, people are just walking around, or they're biking around, or they're just going about their daily life, going fishing, and they just happen to see tents and they happen to come over. So a good chunk of the people, at least when I was talking to them, because I always like to ask, like, oh, like, how did you hear about this, or did you hear about it, or did you just happen to like pass by it? And majority of the people, I'm talking like 90%, just happened to be passing by, or they were shopping, because there was a shopping center nearby. Someone told them that there was like a whole event going on at the park, and that they should go. And so it's like, when you're not mentally prepared to be spending money, it's hard to kind of just shell out. And when you get people who are just I don't want to say off the street, because that sounds bad, but when you get those people who are just kind of like walking around, minding their business, like going about their day, and they just happen to see stuff, like, if they're not into vintage, they're not going to appreciate a lot of the pieces, or at least not as much, and they're not going to be able to understand the pricing and things like that. So that's kind of hard. And again, that's not under my control, but like, I don't know, I'm really just trying to rationalize it and come to grips with it, so I can like go to sleep and wake up and be over it, truthfully. And I'm ranting at this point. This is like a long outro and just explanation, but I don't know, I'm just kind of, like I said, burnt out on markets right now, and I'm really frustrated, and it kind of just messes with my confidence, even though I sell totally fine online. Like, last night I sold a 7-item bundle, and the person didn't even ask for like a discount or anything. They just outright paid for it, and it was like a multi-$100 ticket, you know what I mean? And so it's like, my stuff is good, like, that's not the problem, but there's some kind of disconnect I need to like figure out, because I definitely think there were sales that were like left on the table, but I just like didn't push it. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, because I know my stuff is good, I know my pricing is good, it's still just not enough. And sometimes that's the case, but like, when you're having a slow day, it really hurts. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, all the things. But I don't know, that's something I'm gonna have to ponder on. If you've made it this far, props to you. Okay, props to you. Leave some heart emojis or something at the bottom, so I know you made it this far. But anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now, because I'm exhausted and just having a lot of emotions. So I will see you guys when I see you. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do another market. I did apply for 2 other ones in July, but we'll see. I'm just very frustrated. I love you guys so much. That will never change. Love you guys so much. I will leave a playlist at the end so you can watch something a little bit happier. And I will see you in the next one. Hopefully I'm in a little bit of a better mood in the next one, but I do want to be transparent on this channel, because it is not all sunshine and rainbows. This is not always pretty. But anyway, like I said, love you guys so much. I hope you live a happy, beautiful, wonderful life, and I will see you next time. Bye.